Hi people, it's Archivist here, hope you're doing well, and today I have yet another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video for you. We're still in the midst of the Fusion Festival, and in this game we have one of my favourite matchups ever, Blue Eyes White Dragon versus Red Eyes Black Dragon. So my opener was a little bit weak, I guess, trying to set something up here with Keeper of Dragon Magic, but luckily they just dropped a Maiden, which isn't going to punish me too badly for doing that, but it sets me up to use Red Eyes Fusion, plus I have Red Eyes Insight so that I'm able to go and grab a Fangwood Chain from my deck, so my hand right now is looking pretty good. And we use Red Eyes Fusion and bring together one of my favourite monsters from the Fusion deck here, Red Eyes / Dragon. Really strong negate capability, and we attach our Black Metal Dragon to it to give it a sizable attack boost. We then bring back a Black Stoner Legend to our hand so that we can use it later. I deliberately go to attack the Maiden with the weaker monster because the attack will get negated. He brings out a Blue Eyes, but then we use our / Dragon to take that Blue Eyes right out. But that will not be the last Blue Eyes we see during this game. So I set my Black Stoner Legend hoping that they won't decide to attack it. He pulls out Sage, I activate my Fangwood Chain to equip it to my / Dragon just in case I need to quickly equip any of his effect monsters to my / Dragon, though it won't be immediately used. And this is where my opponent just starts to get a lot of advantage in the hand, and that always makes me nervous because it gives so much comeback potential if you've just got that many cards in your hand. And yeah, he's just doing trade in there, huge hand versus my completely empty one, but as I've mentioned before, Red Eyes does have a lot of comeback potential just through Resurrection, so it doesn't put me at a tremendous disadvantage. There are ways to come back from this. So then we see Dragon Spirit of White, which he uses to target my Fangwood Chain, but I instead get rid of my Gearfried because I want to keep my Fangwood Chain ideally because it's such a useful equip card. So here we go, he goes to try and destroy Fangwood Chain, but that gets negated. Oh, but then he uses Spirit of White's ability to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon as long as I have an effect monster on my side of the field. He then brings back another Blue Eyes, so we're staring down 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons now, which then go into Twin Burst. Twin Burst is a huge threat because it can go and attack a monster with higher attack points, and then if it would be destroyed, it can instead banish the monster it did battle with, so I decided to equip it. Then he uses Blue Eyes to take out my Keeper of Dragon Magic, which really was there for no good reason anyway, so not too much of a loss, just the life point damage that I care about. And then we get another Blue Eyes, so you can see here that his deck also has a lot of resurrection capabilities, and I need to get my attack power up a little bit because my / Dragon is now merely on par with his Blue Eyes White Dragon. I equip my Black Metal Dragon to my Archfiend of Lightning. I go to attack his Blue Eyes, but then he uses his Resurrection spell to stop it from dying. I then go into attack with my Archfiend of Lightning and finish the rest of his field off with my Gemini ability to destroy any monster where their defense is lower than the Archfiend's attack, which is great in a situation like that, especially because it's a non-targeting effect, so you can destroy a Maiden without any repercussions there. But he's going back to getting more advantage, bringing a Blue Eyes to his hand. Revealing the Blue Eyes, we all know what that means. It's alternative, but alternative, trying to destroy a card while I've got / Dragon, I simply dismiss one of its attachments, and then I can negate the effect of alternative dragon and destroy the alternative dragon, which is handy. And also we can search off of the back of destroying our Black Metal Dragon because it left the field. But then he uses a Dragon Mirror, so he can use Blue Eyes from his graveyard to bring out Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, an incredibly powerful card. And because he has no other cards on his side of the field, he can take advantage of his ability to attack up to 3 times total. When you have a monster with that much attack, that can truly finish you off in that turn. So my strategy here is just to keep myself alive. So he destroys my / Dragon, which is unfortunate, and then goes to attack again, but I'm able to use my / Dragon's ability to bring back one of the cards that was attached to it. So I bring back my Gearfried. I also activate my trap card to bring back / Dragon, so I've got 2 defenses. Then I'm not actually entirely sure why he didn't continue attacking. It should have asked him if he wanted to replay the attack. I'm not 100% sure why he didn't, but there you go. So then I used Claw of Hermos to bring out Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, attach it to my Gearfried, who's now got a massive power up and can destroy the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I've also set a Fangwood Chain on the field, which is going to make my Gearfried quite the formidable card. It can deal with high attack point monsters, but also equip an effect dragon to it if I need to. So we attach that to Gearfried. Can also attack 2 monsters as well, which is a handy little bonus, but he brings back Dragon Spirit of White, which he then uses to target my sword, which will bring my Gearfried way back down to very modest attack points. And he also uses Spirit of White's ability to bring out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So actually a really good combo there, I must say. Because he swapped out his Dragon Spirit of White, I couldn't just attach my Fangwood Chain to it very easily. And then he boosts its attack with Abyss Dragon, so I'm now staring down a 4000 attack Blue Eyes White Dragon. Can't use Fangwood Chain to deal with it because it's not an effect monster. So I do luckily have Red Eyes Fusion in my hand, but there is no fusion monster which has enough attack power to hit over it without any kind of attachment, unfortunately. But I bring out my strongest one, 3500 attack on Meteor Black Comet Dragon. But then his trap will negate the effect, so I can't do the burn damage, which is unfortunate because later on that actually prevents him from dying later on. So I've got one of my Black Solar Legends out and one on the field. So at this point, admittedly, I wasn't completely sure what my plan was. I was just hoping for another Black Metal Dragon, some ability to get more attack points to hit over his really strong Blue Eyes. But unfortunately, I wasn't drawing into it. I lose my Comet Dragon, but luckily I can then bring a Red Eyes to the field, so I've got my Archfiend of Lightning there. But I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this card. I do have another Red Eyes Fusion, and because I have Archfiend on the field, I can bring out a fusion monster I very rarely use here, as you're about to see. It is Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. And one of this card's truly awesome abilities is that once you destroy an opponent's monster during the battle phase and move to main phase 2 or the end phase, you will then trigger its ability to send a Red Eyes card from your graveyard back to your deck, and on top of that, the attack points of that card will be inflicted as burn damage. So if you select something like Archfiend of Lightning, for example, that's a full 2500 points of damage to your opponent. So he's down to just 100 life points, absolutely tantalizing. But he makes the mistake here of summoning that Sage, because now he's just put a monster with 0 attack on the field, so he's got this massive Blue Eyes, but he's given me the ultimate opening. So for what was a very entertaining duel throughout, I think, unfortunately, he does make a big blunder at the end, because naturally I bring out the signature Red Eyes Black Dragon and go to attack the Sage, and that's game. So, as always, people, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.